There, okay, well, making progress. Now, exit. Why? Cancel. Alright. Hi, Bucky Boo. Oh, I gotta see if that's your Grammy calling. Happy birthday, baby girl. Hope you're having a good birthday. There we go. And I forgot one more thing. Grammy's coming to see you too, Alex. If she's not already there, she probably is, but... Alright. Now this is very weird. I updated just the other day. And yet... This is still showing the old version. I'll mess with it later. Try it again, see what's going on. In the meantime... DCS notebook. Nope, that's the McWarrior notebook. This is the DCS notebook. Yep. Alright. Now... see if I can remember how to do this mission. My missions, no, there we go. A10. Maybe it is. Ah, that's what I was looking for. Weird. Okay, so I remember I need to hit 7. Get ground work going. switch weapons on this, so we're doing all guns for this first run. Thought I had the weapon switch, but I don't remember which button is actually weapons release.
Altitude.
Yeah, altitude. Okay, come on. Uh-oh.
Pull up.
I'm terrible with this one. Alright. Okay, that's how you do it. I'll probably go fly the F-18 here in a bit, but I just wanted to. There. I keep forgetting there's just 2 airborne names. Ooh, okay, come here. Nope, too low.
Altitude.
I got too many hits.
Altitude.
This is why I don't hop on the online servers much. Alright. I know I've got a couple of air-to-air weapons. Widow, get out of Mama's chair. Widow down.
Altitude. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up.
All right. Give this a try. Oh, no. Let's do it this way then. Do not remember how David found the servers last time. See if it will let me join. Yep, I'm probably gonna get shot down a lot. Alright, in case I have to start on the ground. Oh, it hasn't finished rendering yet. That's weird. There we go. So I'll just stay airborne for the moment. Oops. I knew that. Well, this is interesting.
Altitude. Altitude.
Hey, now I've got an airplane around me. I'm not floating in midair. Alright, let's see if we've got anything, not showing anything on their radar at the moment. Map is... Looks like I've got someone off to my right. Alright. Alright, I need to get a bearing on them. I'm terrible. Alright, let's drop down.
Altitude. Altitude.
Yeah, shut up. There's no way to permanently disable that altitude warning, and it's really annoying, and some days it's really painful, so. Pop somebody under radar so I can go shoot. I'm so close right now. Alright, we're gonna come back left about 90 degrees. Probably not far enough left, but we'll see. Oh my god, shut up. The downside of this is that beat. The upside to this is that the only thing they can shoot me with, if they see me before I see them, are guns. It should be low enough that the missiles can't lock. Alright, I'm headed right for him. Hey, Jacob. Do you have a good anniversary, bud? Alright, I am rapidly approaching the area which is showing on the map to have a bunch of jets there, so... Rebel? What are you doing, buddy? Not seeing anything on the radar yet. And I am theoretically just north of them, I believe. I should be seeing something.
Fuel low. Fuel low.
is everybody? Let's gain some altitude, take a look at the map. Oh, I see where they all are now. They're down here at this bottom right-hand corner.
Roll left, roll left.
Oh, God. Shit, 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 shit. Ooh, that was close. Alright. It's afterburner down there. Actually, I should pay more attention to what I'm doing there. Oh. Shoot, I don't... Oh. So, there you go. Thanks for mentioning that. So, here's the weird thing with DCS to run triple screens without using... NVIDIA Surround, because of the way I have iRacing set up, I can't use the NVIDIA Surround. The only way for DCS to work without NVIDIA Surround is this hack where you, not a hack, but an adjustment to the code, I guess, where you put what would be labeled as this corner goes here, and that way it centers across all three screens, and this one stays normal down here. It's really, really wonky and a royal pain. Where am I? Okay, when I get to the ocean, hook a left. So I can start hooking a left now. That's not even the worst of the problems I've had so far today. Apparently when I updated the other day, it didn't actually, update. So I'm on the old version, which doesn't have the pretty clouds, and I'm not sure why. And then... when it tried to load in, I was flying an invisible jet for a few minutes. Which was new. Didn't come left enough. I need to come left to almost 090. But we'll straighten out here about 110. See if that puts us on the right path. What the crap? That's weird. Oh, okay. Alright. I'm not sure why that did that. But I think I need to turn completely around based on what the map is showing. And I have an object on radar behind me. Yay! I get to go shoot stuff. Okay. Cannon on. Let's go to the deck and pick up some speed. Gonna drop, 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 drop. Try not to get to afterburner here so I can save some fuel. Alright. Skimming mountaintops. Okay. Dive. It's one of these moments I wish, because the wife isn't here and I don't have the F-14 anymore, wish I did. I could make a bunch of Top Gun quotes. I was still learning how to do this, and having to figure out the whole Rio thing too was a bit much. It was fun test flying it a few times when it was free around Christmas. Or everything was free to try. Wife got so annoyed with me. And I learned something neat about the F-14 the other day. It's called losing your F-14 virginity when you rip the wings off of it. Which I did very quickly, so yay me. Looks like there's a red base, and there were some red plains south of here. Right along the coast. USS Theodore Roosevelt is off in the ocean. Play south, keep an eye on the radar. Oh my god, shut up, radar. Nope. There's a teammate off to the left. I believe he was in a MiG. Let's see. M2000C. No, that's not a MiG. And there's a couple of planes right there at the very bottom of the map. Why am I slowing? Oops. No. Yep, right there. Somebody just took off behind me on the blue team. The radar's not picking up anything. Nothing showing on the map. Hey, Harley. Yep, I got guns. There's just nobody to shoot yet. Gotta get halfway across this map to find somebody. Shoot some trees. Yeah, alright, let me see if I can find a town. See if I can blow up a town here. I just flew past one, so should see another one here shortly. There's a clearing ahead. Alright. Let's get the nose pointing back down. And I used up all my ammo. Whoops. Yeah, I got missiles, so when I get to dogfighting, if I can find somebody. Shite. Okay. Ah. Okay, there are a couple red team members out there. And I have not covered much ground. Alright. Shoot the sun. Can't get a lock. Wait a minute. What? What am I getting tone on? Oh, shit. Drop back down. There is one right ahead on the left. Let's go. And my master caution is on all of a sudden.
Altitude.
Yeah, altitude. I'm in a steep dive, I know. One thing that sucks about this jet is these stupid alarms. Alright, come on. His position is not changing. Unless I'm reading it wrong, which is a distinct possibility. Let's... Uh-oh. No, stall. Come on. Full afterburner. Let's go. I'm still getting a master caution. There's two little specks on my left monitor, and it keeps making me think I'm... Oh, just a minute, buddy. I think I might have gotten shot. I didn't even realize it. Let's see. I did. I do believe I've got bullet. No. Now I'm locked up. Shit. There's somebody around me. I do not have the radar set right, obviously. Yeah, just a minute. Daddy's getting shot at. You guys can go out in a minute. What? Why did I get returned to desktop? Alright, be right back. You get to stay in because you're the good Harley. The bad Harley likes Jar Jar. Okay, Fleming. Air gun. I'm gonna do a carrier, or attempt a carrier landing, but no, I'm not. Okay. Got some training on locking people up here. Okay, I've got the notebook ready.
In this lesson, we'll learn about how to use the AIM-9L and M versions of the venerable Sidewinder short-range infrared guided air-to-air missile. Using a cooled infrared seeker, the Sidewinder locks onto the hot elements of a target, most often the engines. Best used in close-range dogfights, the Sidewinder is a fire and forget after launch. However, the Sidewinder can be decoyed by flares and is less effective against ground clutter. Today we're looking at the L and M versions. The AIM-9L, or Lima, entered production in 1977 and was the first all-aspect homing Sidewinder. meaning it could get a lock on a target at any aspect angle. However, a rear aspect provides much better detection. The Mike, or AIM-9M, is an improved version of the Lima with better flare rejection and a reduced smoke motor. In a later lesson, we'll take a look at the AIM-9X and the joint helmet-mounted cueing system. The Sidewinder can be used on both bore sight mode and slaved to a radar-locked target. I currently have the lesson paused as we discuss some of its features. To select a Sidewinder, press down on the weapon select switch, or press left shift and S. When selected with no target locked on radar, the Sidewinder will be in bore sight mode. This is indicated by the single reticle on the HUD that indicates the seeker line of sight. Below on the HUD, you will notice the name of the weapon, 9M in this case, and the number of missiles remaining to the right. To employ a Sidewinder in this mode, fly your Hornet to place the reticle over a target and wait for the seeker tone to change to a higher pitch. This indicates the seeker sees and is tracking the target. You could then launch the missile by pulling the trigger or pressing the spacebar. To allow the seeker to self-track the target, press the cage-uncage button on your throttle or press C when you hear the lock tone. Once self-tracking, the seeker will automatically follow the target within its seeker field of regard. Before trying this though, let's first take a closer look at the AIM-9 format page on the left DDI. Press spacebar to continue. As with the AA gun, you have the remaining gun rounds and master arm indications. Along the wing form are indications for AIM-9 loading. 9L indicates stations with AIM-9L, and 9M indicates stations with AIM-9M. The selected station includes an SEL for selected below it. To cycle through AIM-9 stations, press the AIM-9 select switch on the weapon select switch, or press left shift S. This allows you to switch between AIM-9L and AIM-9M versions. When you are ready, press spacebar and I will unpause the lesson. You now have two MiG-29 drone targets ahead of you. Fly to place the reticle over one of them until you hear a higher pitched lock tone. You can either launch an AIM-9 now by pressing the trigger on the stick or spacebar on the keyboard, or initiate a self-track by pressing the cage-uncage button on the throttle or pressing C. Once self-tracking, launch an AIM-9. It may take more than one to bring down the MiG. Splash 1. Keep an eye on the second MiG-29 and follow it. We will use a radar-slaved track for that one. Follow the second drone.
Whoops.
To lock up the second drone on radar, press up on the sensor select switch or press right alt and semicolon. This will place the radar in Air Combat Maneuvering or ACM mode.
Right, alt plus that. Okay.
Keep following the second drone. When ACM mode is first selected, the bore sight auto acquisition mode is selected.
Whoops.
This is indicated by the dashed circle on the HUD. To lock up the target, fly to place the target within the dashed circle and have the target under 10 miles away.
Yeah, I've already shot that guy down. Press spacebar, aren't you? Locked up the target.
Fly to keep the target at about 1 mile to keep the radar lock. On the HUD is a large, solid circle that acts as both the AIM-9 allowable steering error circle and as the normalized in-range display, or NERD circle. Fly to keep the small steering dot inside the circle to give the missile the best chance of reaching the target. Along the outside of the circle are two triangle NERD indications. The one at the 6 o'clock position is the missile maximum range, also called RMAX, and the other is the missile minimum range, called RMIN. The line inscribing the circle indicates target range, and you want this between RMAX and RMIN to launch the missile. Also on the HUD is a box.
Okay, we're gonna have to start this over. Flagging. And not shoot down both of them the first time.
In this lesson, we'll learn about how to use the AIM-9L and M versions of the venerable Sidewinder short-range infrared guided air-to-air missile. Using a cooled infrared seeker, the Sidewinder locks onto the hot elements of a target, most often the engines. Best used in close-range dogfights, the Sidewinder is a fire and forget after launch. However, the Sidewinder can be decoyed by flares and is less effective against ground clutter. Today we're looking at the L and M versions. The AIM-9L, or Lima, entered production in 1977 and was the first all-aspect homing Sidewinder, meaning it could get a lock on a target at any aspect angle. However, a rear aspect provides much better detection. The Mike, or AIM-9M, is an improved version of the Lima with better flare rejection and a reduced smoke motor. In a later lesson, we'll take a look at the AIM-9X and the joint helmet-mounted cueing system. The Sidewinder can be used on both bore sight mode and slaved to a radar-locked target. I currently have the lesson paused as we discuss some of its features. To select a Sidewinder, press down on the weapon select switch, or press left shift and S. When selected with no target locked on radar, the Sidewinder will be in bore sight mode. This is indicated by the single reticle on the HUD that indicates the seeker line of sight. Below on the HUD, you will notice the name of the weapon, 9M in this case, and the number of missiles remaining to the right. To employ a Sidewinder in this mode, fly your Hornet to place the reticle over a target and wait for the seeker tone to change to a higher pitch. This indicates the seeker sees and is tracking the target. You could then launch the missile by pulling the trigger or pressing the spacebar. To allow the seeker to self-track the target, press the cage-uncage button on your throttle or press C when you hear the lock tone. Once self-tracking, the seeker will automatically follow the target within its seeker field of regard. Before trying this though, let's first take a closer look at the AIM-9 format page on the left DDI. Press spacebar to continue. As with the AA gun, you have the remaining gun rounds and master arm indications. Along the wing form are indications for AIM-9 loading. 9L indicates stations with AIM-9L, and 9M indicates stations with AIM-9M. The selected station includes an SEL for selected below it. To cycle through AIM-9 stations, press the AIM-9 select switch on the weapon select switch, or press left shift S. This allows you to switch between AIM-9L and AIM-9M versions. When you are ready, press spacebar and I will unpause the lesson. You now have two MiG-29 drone targets ahead of you. Fly to place the reticle over one of them until you hear a higher pitched locked tone. You can either launch an AIM-9 now by pressing the trigger on the stick or spacebar on the keyboard, or initiate a self-track by pressing the cage-uncage button on the throttle, or pressing C. Once self-tracking, launch an AIM-9. It may take more than one to bring down the MiG. Splash 1. Keep an eye on the second MiG-29 and follow it. We will use a radar-slaved track for that one. Follow the second drone. To lock up the second drone on radar, press up on the sensor select switch or press right alt and semicolon. This will place the radar in air combat maneuvering or ACM mode. Keep following the second drone. When ACM mode is first selected, the bore sight auto acquisition mode is selected. This is indicated by the dashed circle on the HUD. To lock up the target, fly to place the target within the dashed circle and have the target under 10 miles away.
Slow down, slow down, slow down.
Fly to keep the target at about 1 mile to keep the radar lock. On the HUD is a large, solid circle that acts as both the AIM-9 allowable steering error circle and as the normalized in-range display, or NERD circle. Fly to keep the small steering dot inside the circle to give the missile the best chance of reaching the target. Along the outside of the circle are two triangle NERD indications. The one at the 6 o'clock position is the missile maximum range, also called RMAX, and the other is the missile minimum range, called RMIN. The line inscribing the circle indicates target range, and you want this between RMAX and RMIN to launch the missile. Also on the HUD is a box or diamond that indicates the line of sight to the locked target, and the smaller circle indicates the AIM-9 seeker line of sight. If you see a large X across the HUD and radar display, your range to the target is less than the minimum range indication. When the target is between RMAX and RMIN, the steering dot is inside the ASE circle, and the weapon is armed. The shoot cue will appear, and you can launch the missile by pulling the trigger on your stick.
I don't think I have this right. I'm not getting the shoot cue. Oh, I did have it right.
Nice job, you downed the second drone. Some final thoughts on using the AIM-9.
Nice.
First, the seeker can better track a target from behind than in front. Second, if the target is expending flares, it may decoy your missile. Third, the AIM-9 does not have a large warhead, so it may take more than one to bring down a target. Press escape to end the lesson.
You know, just because I haven't tried this in a while. And I've come so close so many times. Do this, and then we'll get ready to race tonight. I've still got a lot to learn about the F-18 here. Using the radar is killing me. Case won't carry landing.
Today we will perform a Case 1, Case 2 carrier landing. This will be very similar to the VFR field overhead pattern. In fact, Navy pilots land at airfields much like they do on the boat to maintain this perishable skill. In regard to a Case 2 landing, this would be the visual approach element of the landing after being guided in from the Marshall Stack CV-1 approach. Case 1 is defined as having a 3,000-foot minimum cloud ceiling and 5 nautical miles of visibility. For today's lesson though, we are going to keep the aircraft carrier stationary, so we can provide some gates that will assist you in the pattern. Press spacebar to continue. Ahead of you is a series of gates that you will fly through. These are designed to instruct you on where you should be during the pattern. You will start the pattern at 800 feet and 350 knots just starboard of the boat. During this phase of the landing, Lower your arrestor hook by moving the arrestor hook handle in the down position. First starting out, we will not break into the pattern until 1.5 nautical miles past the bow of the boat. This will give you plenty of time to get on speed in the downwind leg. At the brake, you will make a level turn with the G of 1% of your airspeed. In this case, 3.5 G for 350 knots. As your speed decreases, relax the G to match the speed. You may need to relax or tighten the turn to roll out 1.3 to 1.4 mile abeam the boat. At 180 degrees of turn, level out on the downwind leg and descend to 600 feet. You should be below 250 knots. Once below 250 knots, lower your landing gear and set the flaps to full. Press spacebar to continue. Once on the downwind leg, establish yourself at 600 feet and slow the aircraft to an on-speed angle of attack of 8.1 degrees. This can most easily be seen on the HUD by keeping the velocity indicator inside the E bracket. To the left of the HUD frame are the angle of attack indexer lights. When on speed, the center donut should be lit. Use of pitch trim is very important to set on-speed AOA. Maintain on-speed angle of attack during the downwind leg. Press spacebar to continue. Once your left wingtip is 5 seconds past the stern, begin a 30-degree bank to the left while keeping your velocity vector just below the horizon line on the HUD. This will place us in a steady rate of turn to the boat while descending. If the boat is moving with 25 to 30 knots of wind over the deck, start your turn when abeam the white of the round down on the stern of the boat. Your descent rate should be 100 to 200 feet per minute, as indicated on the HUD above the altitude box. 90 degrees through this turn, your altitude should be 500 feet. Past 90 degrees of turn, your descent rate should increase to 500 feet per minute. Only use your instruments for the first 90 degrees of turn. Don't peak. Use your throttle to control your rate of turn and pitch trim to control your airspeed. Press spacebar to continue. As you roll out on the landing course line, acquire the improved Fresnel lens optical landing system, or IFLOLs, and match your glide slope such that the center light stays centered between the two green lines. If the light moves above center, you are too high and need to reduce throttle. If the light is below center, you are too low and risk a ramp
funny,
strike
Jim.
unless you increase power. You will fly
There
to
was not
maintain
a lot of that
on-speed
one left, was there,
AOA
bud?
while keeping the ball centered. Prior to touchdown, do not flare the aircraft, but rather let it fly onto the boat at ideally 750 feet per minute,
Excuse me.
as indicated above your altitude on the HUD. Press spacebar to continue. Before we give this a whirl, let's first set up the landing course line. Using what you learned in the TACAN lesson, set the TACAN to 74 X-ray and the carrier BRC of 350 degrees. This is the TACAN channel for the carrier, and it will provide us useful information to line up our downwind and
Like, I
final approach
remember
legs
all of
the
that.
pattern. Set your HUD to show the radar altitude. To give us final notice when we should be passing over the wake of the boat when in the final turn, set the radar altimeter by your right knee to 370 feet by spinning the knob counterclockwise. Finally, set your left DDI to the HUD and your right DDI to the FCS page.
I believe it's this one.
Press spacebar to unpause.
Hey. Come on. Good Lord. Well, at least I know how to set this now. It's only gonna let me set it to 310. That's nice. Okay. I don't understand how anybody can remember all of this, but I'm sure that there are kids out there that are doing it just fine. Oh well.
We are now flying a heading of 352 degrees and 349 knots and 1,900 feet. Fly through the gates ahead, which will place us at 800 feet and offset to the right of the boat. We don't want to directly overfly the boat, so we can first check to see if the deck is foul. Maintain an airspeed of 350 knots. Anytime you approach the carrier with the intent to land, you should do a Hail R check, meaning check that the hook is down and engine anti-ice heat if required. Anti-skid switch is off. ILS is boxed on the HSI when ICLS is being used. External lights are set for daytime and rad out set to the HUD. Cage the velocity vector on the HUD by pressing the cage uncage button on the throttle or press C. Lower the arrestor hook by clicking on the lever or pressing H.
I thought I lowered the hook already, but we'll find out, I guess, if I actually get to the boat correctly, and then... Okay, there is the boat. I should buzz the tower. Okay, pull up. Oh, I see. I think I might actually pull this off. I've landed this just fine a couple of times. I've crashed it more than I've landed it, but I've not landed on the boat yet, so we'll see. You heard all those instructions. The F-18 is supposedly one of the easiest planes to land, or to fly, period. Too wide and too high. And a little too fast. Oh, not that much. Just stop. Alright, let's get lined back up here. Should be... No, I'm not too fast. I'm slowing down too much in this turn. Okay. Almost back where I need to be. The problem with my HOTUS throttle is it's not smooth. Need to WD-40 it or something. Yeah. No. Shh, I'm gaining altitude again, and... Altitude's too low. I know, lady. Stop beeping at me. Shit. Gear. Okay. Oh, this is not gonna work. Not gonna work. Wait a minute. Yeah, I'm gonna miss. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Nose down. Ah! I'm trying to... Oh, I just went to Afterburner. Shut up, you stupid alarm. I know everything's going haywire. I know the gear's down. I know the flaps are up. And shut up. Alright, come around. Stop beeping in my ear. It hurts. Okay, now I'm over speed and way, way too high, but I'm back in line. Better. Alright, back up. Swear to God. Ah, alright. And I'm way off course again, way too high again. Everything's all wrong. And the landing thingy is telling me I'm way off, which I already know. This will be a crash. Unless by some miracle I can do. Whoa, shh. Yeah, I'm about to hit the tower. Yeah, the speed managing is part of the... I think I need to put some WD-40 on the rails or something. I don't know. I need to spend more time in the jet, but to learn more. Alright. TF-51D. Let's just do some fun flying for a few minutes. I have a nerve condition in my face. The beeping is excruciating. I've been trying to figure out how to completely disable the altitude warning, the altitude volume warning, but whenever I get frustrated trying to learn the other jets and stuff, I can come fly this and feel better. You know what? I need to try and re-update too. I do not believe those are the new clouds. And it said 2.5.6 despite having updated 2 days ago. Yeah, I am still learning all the knobs, buttons, radars. I'll probably sit down here in a few minutes, rewatch some videos, and take some new notes while I try and get this thing to update again. Excuse me. The nice thing about being able to stream is get people like you that come on and help, and I was actually seriously considering the F-14 again the other day, and then thought, well, I'll do some practice today in the F-18, work on learning a few more things, and that made me realize I don't want to mess with the F-14. Because I don't want to have to try and learn the Rio stuff too. Plus, when I did the test flight over the holidays in the Tomcat, I ripped its wings off a couple times. What up, Aaron? Honestly, been thinking about getting more World War II stuff, but my understanding is that there's better sims for that. At least like IL-2. Whee! Skimming rooftops. Hello, buses. Flying the Huey through here is a lot of fun too. Oh, that was close. Yeah, looky there. Oh, this may not go as I was thinking it would. Oh, shh. It's easily understandable why people buy so many of these, or have built these older planes, or reproductions of them, when they get their pilot's license, because they're just so much fun to fly. See if there's any other trouble I want to get into real quick. I don't think I've done that one. I'm gonna have to go stretch my legs out in a minute. Okay. Okay.
Use this mission to explore Insular Airfield in the city of Donna, going slow and here. Press escape to end the mission.
Nice and easy. Little bit of left rudder. No. That came up too hard. Again. Jet's taking off. Try to stay not on the runway. Yeah. Why is it so damn glitchy? Bump, bump. Bump. Oh, I broke the, alright. Yeah, I'm gonna go do more research and reading and watching and learning. Thank y'all for tuning in. We will be back for the HTSAI Friday Fun Series later tonight. Have a good night.